turn on the TV, you see war. Outside, you see poor, but it's still more to live for. Even though it's police kicking doors, little girl turning whores, but it's still more to live for. Yeah, it's like all I see is poverty, jail cells, robbery. I swear living in these streets and took so much out of me. I never let it bother me, they never take my pride.
Or family support, if you go into court. I was 19 years old when I got incarcerated back in 2010. All right. They held me in the county jail until I turned 21. 3 months after I turned 21, they picked me up and ain't notified me nothing. Now keep in mind, I have a court-appointed lawyer, so I don't hear nothing. They take me downtown to the courthouse. My court-appointed lawyer come in, he was like, man, you having your court today. I'm like, what the fuck, man? My people don't know nothing. I had no time to notify none of my family, none of that. And that was the whole plan from the jump. Catch me off guard that way. You know what I'm saying? I have no family. I can't contact my family and tell them to come and support me. It's right now. We got to do it right now. Now, keep in mind, never been in the court before, never been through prison, none of it. I'm telling them I can't go in there without my family, man. You know what I'm saying? They're like, well, we ain't going to be able to notify your family, none of that. So I told them, well, at least have my moms. At least notify my moms. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to them to notify my moms. I got to have somebody there. So the lawyer sent his paralegal to go pick up my mom. She know where she stayed. She go to pick up my mom. We wait on them to come back. They started rushing me, told me we got to get this court done. And telling them waiting on his mother. The paralegal come back and she let me dead in my eyes. Her eyes is watering like she's about to cry. And I was like, where my mom at? And that lady looked me in my face and she said, I'm sorry, Newsom, but your mom said she's not going to be able to make it. She's not going to be able to make it. Like your son is going to court on a murder charge, murder and armed robbery charge. And you're not going to be able to make it. Like it's a football game or a birthday party. So now I'm going in this court all by myself. Court goes on. And before my sentencing, the judge asked me, he said, do you have anyone here to speak on your behalf, any family or friends? I told him, Your Honor, I have no idea. Then he asked the court, is there anybody here to speak on his behalf? Family, friends, associates. Nobody said nothing. Not one soul. So then he turns to me and say, Newsom, I don't normally do this, but I need you to turn around and look and see if you see any family members or friends in the order that can speak up for you. I looked back. There was nobody I seen that I knew. No friends, no family, no friends, no none of that. No mom, none of that. Make a long story short, I ended up getting life plus 10 years at the age of 21. Been incarcerated since the age of 19. Next month on the 2nd, we'll make 15 whole years from me. Still fighting to get parole. I'm still fighting all by myself. I got a big family, man, but I don't know if my family is ashamed of me. I don't know if I'm a disgrace to my family. I have no idea. But to the people that's listening to this, the youngsters, the YNs, just think, when shit get real on you, man, the only person that's just gonna be there is you, man. Your family, your homeboys, your partners, all that girlfriends, baby mamas, everybody's gonna leave, man. They're gonna vanish. You're gonna be on your own in that courtroom. So take notes, man.
In my own books, man. I done published 7 on Amazon already, written and published 7 on Amazon already. Y'all interested, y'all go check that out on Amazon. Just put in the Alfred Darnell books and then all my books will pop up. But yeah, I accomplished that, man. I started my own clothing line business from the inside, or Purple Elephant Designer Wear LLC. Or I started my own record label or production company, distribution company. I did it all, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Can't even do it on this side.
Yeah, man. I basically, you know what I'm saying? I became an author, man. I come from not being able to read to reading to writing and publishing my own books, man. I done published 7 on Amazon already, written and published 7 on Amazon already. Y'all interested, y'all go check that out on Amazon. Just put in the Alfred Darnell books and then all my books will pop up. But yeah, I accomplished that, man. I started my own clothing line business from the inside, or Purple Elephant Designer Wear LLC, or I started my own record label or production company, distribution company. I did it all, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Say what? I ain't got it up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Excuse me for that, but I started. I started my clothing line, my record label, like I said, production distribution company. And as of now, I'm working on energy drink. You know what I mean? I'm working on an energy drink, but I'm making it with natural herbs. You know what I mean? Or no artificial flavors, none of that stuff there, man. I'm doing my research. And I just strive to keep doing it, man. I don't let the walls confine me, man. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that got a dream or a vision, man, like push it, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna understand your vision because it's not their vision. So you
Right.
gotta push it, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta push it, man.
Definitely, man, definitely. And you ain't got to apologize, man, for that. You know what I mean? You being able to
Yeah, yeah.
do this, man, like, you know what I mean? I understand what comes with it, and anybody that's, you know what I mean, that understand, you know what I mean, how significant it is what you're trying to do and what you are doing, they'll understand it. So you ain't got to
Right, right.
apologize, homie. But I definitely, you know what I mean, like the movement, like everything that you got going on, man. And you know what I mean, it's always been important to me, you know what I mean, to every time we, try to do these projects that, you know what I mean, I keep in mind that the ultimate goal is exactly what this petition says, you know what I mean? Free Alfred Darnell, whatever. So like I don't want you to, you know what I mean, think that any given time that, you know what I mean, it's just content with me and you, because it's
Right,
more
right,
than.
right.
But I do
Most
think
definitely, man.
what you doing, you know what I mean, is content worthy, you know what I mean, if that makes sense. So I do want to, you know what I mean, spend some time talking about the things that you do, because like it is inspiring to others and people, you know what I mean, you're in a similar situation as you or whatever. So like one thing that, people may not know that come with doing hard time, man, and like fighting to, you know what I mean, to get out or whatever. Like people may not know that,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Sometimes in you know what I mean, in this game, man, like when it comes to like you know what I mean, representation, especially like in the form of like a defense attorney or whatever, like sometimes like those relationships, you know what I mean, seem solid for so long, and then they slip right through the crack with so many other things that happen to a, you know what I mean, incarcerated individual or whatever. So like from my understanding, man, like you had a similar experience or whatever. Like, is that something that you could talk about?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say this, like I had a lawyer, man, and I told him my situation. I was trying to get home on parole or whatever. I've been down 14 years, man. But at the time, I think it was probably like 12 or whatever. And one thing with these lawyers, bro, they'll talk good, man. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear, man, to get that money up out you, man. You gotta be careful, man. Like, and I tell young brothers and sisters, man, that's doing time, one thing you have to do, even though you don't want to. Like first, I was young, I ain't want to. You have to get up on the law, man. You have to, man. I mean, you ain't gonna know everything about the law. You ain't gonna learn everything about the law, but it's good that you learn the basics. You learn something, man, because the lawyers will twist the law and say certain stuff to make it sound good. You know what I'm saying? Just to get your money. If you don't know no better, then you don't know how to correct them and be like, well, look, nah, I know that ain't gonna help me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I need, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to, get up on yourself for as knowledge wise, you know what I mean? But anyway, I had a lawyer, whatever, and she told me uh for 15, she can give me home 15 grand on parole or whatever. So I'm like, all right, bitch. So I let her know, like, listen, I don't have a family like this, so this money gonna come out of my pocket. So I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do, inside these walls to get the money, but it's gonna get to you, whether it's 500 here, 100 here, $20 here, might be $5 here. but I'm gonna get it to you. And she was like, okay, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So after I
Right.
paid her like 25, she was like, she asked the person that I was sending the money to her. She was like, is he really like giving this money himself? She was like, yeah, he paying all this himself. She's like, well, I tell you what, tell him I'm gonna take five off. He just, you know what I'm saying, pay me 10. I was like, all right, bitch, sweet. So, when like I had older like 1300 left, and she stopped answering the phone, man. I had letters from my co-defendant saying that they lied on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I went at the scene of the crime and they just lied on me for less time and all that. You know what I mean? And I sent this directly to her. I got them to mail it directly to her. You know what I mean? And it's just like I lost contact. So I went to Google. I went to Google to look up a law firm so I can write her. You know what I mean? And when I looked up a law firm, somebody else had got me this law. I didn't get it myself. Somebody else had recommended it to me. So when I went to look her up, I'm seeing nothing but bad reviews. Everybody's saying the same thing that I'm going through currently. Like she don't answer the call, she take your money and run and blah 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 blah. And I only seen like probably two or three good positive reviews. And me knowing being in sales and being in marketing, me knowing those three people had to be probably family members, you know what I'm saying, or somebody close to her, you know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man, I'm finna go on back up out of this right now, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be like, well, you didn't get your money back in. You know what I'm saying? Money that comes and goes, man. You know what I mean? So, I just don't backed up out of that. But, eventually I kept on pushing. I kept on pushing, man. And I found another way, man, that I could be getting some leniency, man. So, you just gotta keep pushing, man. When wrong roadblock come up, man, you just, you know what I'm saying?